We sure did. We sure did. We had a great time today. Really proud of the way our football team showed up today. We had a two-a-day this morning, spent a lot of time on fundamentals, and they got after it and made some progress. And then we had a detailed plan this afternoon to get a lot of things done, and guys were on task, and we had a heck of a day. We got some punt protection work, and that's going to be really important to us because Eastern Kentucky brings a lot of pressure. We're doing a good job from an assignment standpoint, a technique standpoint, and that was encouraging today. And then we did some pass protection and pass rush, and we did our bowler drill to kind of get them keyed up for the scrimmage part of it. And they came out and they were intense, and we were physical, and that was a good thing. We had a move-it scrimmage for the first half of the practice, if you will, and I thought there were a lot of great things, but our defense got after it and shut them down. We didn't score a point offensively, made some mistakes on the offensive side of the ball, little things, not lining up right, had a couple of false starts offensively, had some drops. The defense seemed so sure today, very reckless. Wide open, physical defensive play, a lot of crisp hitting on both sides of the ball, very physical first half, but the defense was able to shut the offense down. So a great day for the defense, big step for the defense. They look very sure, very fast, and very physical today. Obviously some work to do still on the offensive side of the ball. Came in and had a mock halftime, if you will. The coaches came in and met with the players. We went through the routine, went out and did our pre-second half stretch with our sports performance coach and got them warmed up. And then we took the ball and put it down on the goal line and went a live goal line scrimmage. And it was physical. The offense scored some. The defense knocked them back some. It was a physical part of practice. Then we went a short yardage scrimmage live, and it was physical, and it went both ways. And then in the end, we had a third and long thud scrimmage towards the end, and I thought we protected the quarterback pretty good with our one offensive line. Still need a lot of work with the twos, but a heck of a day all the way around for our team. A great practice, and certainly really pleased with the defensive effort today.
Who was up front for you guys offensively with that first team? Is Devin Smith still there, or is Cody Davis?
We're working some with the ones, and we're rotating Cody Davis at all three spots, but Devin was able to go this morning and this afternoon, and he's made some real progress. So he's certainly working with the ones and has a good chance to start for us if he continues to learn and improve.
Why do you like him at guard?
Well, we need a bigger body. Right now we're pretty talented at the tackle position. We have three guys that have played with Trevor and Kevin Panfile, who played some last year, and Kitchens, who played quite a bit last year. So we have three tackles right now, and we think that Devin is in our top 5 or 6 offensive linemen on our football team. We're going to get the best guys we can on the field, and he's great big. He's big and physical, a good football player. He's probably close to 6'7", about 330, and we're not a real big offensive line by Big Ten standards, and he brings some size to the table and some good football playing to the table. So he's definitely challenging to be a starter.
Josh Johnson was in a boot today. How concerned are you about his health right now?
Well, I'm not concerned about it at all. It's precautionary. They're trying to get a little swelling down. He's in a much better shape from a health standpoint than he was this time last year. He's had a little bit of an ankle sprain, and he probably could have gone, probably could go tomorrow, but we may just hold off with him. He's had so many reps the last 4 years, and if we have to hold him out for a little bit, that'll be okay. We have some guys that are injured that practice a little more in the early practice and maybe not as much in the afternoon practice, so we don't have a full team yet right now health-wise, but I really like what I'm seeing.
I would assume that moves Frankie Williams to the corner opposite Ricardo with Josh's out.
It can. We got different ways we can get them lined up based on the personnel groupings, but obviously Frankie's getting a lot of reps, and then a guy that's really doing a good job for us is Antoine Lewis. He's had a chance now to get some reps with the ones and the twos. He's worked hard and been patient. We've had him at corner some, at safety some. We got a little bit thin numbers-wise at the corner spot, and he's been playing out there a bunch and doing really well and making plays, so very happy with him.
You talked the other day just about Sam McCartney and just how well he's kicking. Has he continued to maintain his level of play right now?
He's done very well. We had a little field goal competition a couple times the last couple of days and tried to get the team around the guys, put a little heat and pressure on them, and it's been a lot of fun, and Sam has had the edge. He was doing very, very well. He shanked a couple at the end today, or when we competed some today, but so far he's done very well and been very pleased with him. He's gotten a lot better. He's a lot bigger and a lot stronger. He's got a really good position coach. I think Coach Gibney is one of the top instructors, specialists, on a national level, and it really shows because Sam's a talent. He's gotten a lot bigger and a lot better, a lot more polished. So pleased with him. Very pleased with him.
Anything yet on Jordan Shine?
Nothing yet. Nothing official yet. Okay. Again, I'm not encouraged about the prognosis. We're still waiting to get some results and some second opinions back. But right now, I'm concerned. I have concerns about him if he's going to get to play or not.
It looked like B.J. Knopf was back on the field, or at least for the morning.
Got him out there and got some reps with him. He's he strained his back earlier in camp, and we've held him out. He's a guy that physically, from a skill set standpoint, that can help us. But he's got to get healthy. He's got to learn his plays, or he's not going to be able to. So we got to get him out there to see if he can pick it up quick enough to get him ready for the games. But he's a great prospect, and we'd like to have him out there, but he hasn't been getting any reps yet.
You were talking about doing some goal line stuff today. Obviously, you can use two back down there. I'm sure you would like to do I or whatever. Who is the fullback that's maybe leading that, or are you using just kind of split back with not necessarily a fullback, or?
You know how we are. We're awful multiple on
right.
offense. There's no telling what we could call or line up in, but we've been using Freitag and Derek Jackson as our two fullbacks. And obviously Brandon Conham would be an excellent fullback, but we're trying to take our time and be patient with him coming off the knee injury. But today, Derek Jackson was a physical fullback down on the goal line and had some big hits and did a good job blocking. We've used Freitag down there some as well. And then we can put two backs in the backfield without a fullback if we need to. But right now, Derek Jackson and Freitag, and then Conham will be the next guy when he starts getting his feet back underneath him.
I know you can't talk specifics, but how is recruiting going for 2013?
Really well. It's going very, very well. Again, we were able to identify a lot of players early, which is a big part of the master plan, if you will. And then, we started off a little bit slow in the beginning because we had brand new coaches on the defensive side of the ball that got here right before the signing date, and we went into spring ball awfully quick. So we had a lot of evaluations to get done, but you had a defensive staff that was trying to get ready for spring practice. So Kevin Maurice and myself spent a lot of time trying to get caught up from an eval standpoint. We've evaluated a ton of people, and recruiting is going very well. We have, about 10 commitments right now. We have a couple that we're pretty sure are going to come through here in the near future, and then a lot of guys that really like Purdue, a lot of our top guys that really like Purdue that still have to get here on their official visits. When you identify them early, I had come across my desk 500 videotapes that at least two guys on the staff had assessed as being what we believe might be upper half Big Ten players. That's the ones that I want to look at, the ones that the coaches feel might be upper half Big Ten players. We put the word might in front of it in case you miss a little bit. At least he's still a Big Ten player. And I had 500 of those videotapes come across my desk. Hundreds of linemen, able to evaluate them and assess them. So we went after some guys that we had ranked really high early and landed some guys even before the recruiting process got heated up. So I like the guys that we've recruited to this point in time. We have good commitments and a great pool of guys to still recruit from, and it's going to be a great class when it's all said and done. I'm sure of that.